So guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Millie, and if you're my returning subscriber, hey, I appreciate you. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I protect my peace. I think if you have been here for some time, you know I talk about protecting my peace a lot. I talk about how important my peace is. I have talked about how when I was looking for a spouse, when I was dating, my number one priority was I was looking for somebody to give me peace. You know, people when they are going on dating, they have different things they look for in a man. My number one thing, the number one thing was this person could give me peace, and I found that. If you've been here, you know how much I say I found that, like in my husband, he gives me peace, but also no, because I know what peace means to me. I know when I feel like things are not being peaceful. I know when things are beginning to stress me. So even him, I'm not saying like, oh, he's so perfect and gives me my peace. But sometimes we have to make decisions. And I feel like for him, he wants to make decision here now. And sometimes I feel like I need time to think. So I'm good at saying, you know, we have to make a decision, but I need to think. Because I can feel like now I'm being stressed. And he backs off. He knows how to back off. So, but for the most of the time, he gives me my peace, but I also know when to tell him, like, you need now to stop. There we are different, because he's a doer and I'm the one who wants to think about things. I don't want to be rushed into doing things. So in that way, yes, he does give me my peace. But so I also want to talk about like why it is important for you to make boundaries, why it is important for you, like if his peace, having your peace is important for you. So it's that's why I need to talk about it, why it's important, like to set boundaries, because most of the time our peace is disturbed because we don't set boundaries, or people don't respect our boundaries, and we just let them and then we get upset, and then we think about it, and then we get upset after they have stepped on our boundaries. But also I think, like, when I talk about setting boundaries, I also mean, like, don't go, for me it's not about going and be fighting, you know. Setting boundaries is not for me going and be fighting with somebody who cut me in the line. No, I need to set boundaries where I still like get my peace. So for me, setting boundaries is also like should be able to say no. You know, be able to say no to my friends, be able to say no to my husband, be able to say no to my family, and not feeling guilt about it. I have done that many times, but it's something I have learned to do. The older I get, I have learned to be able to say no and be happy about the decision and not feel guilty, you know, because when you're younger, you say no, and then you're like, oh, now I say no to this person, or maybe she will never ask me to go for coffee again, or maybe she will never ask me to come to this party again. No. For example, when I stopped drinking, I had to set boundaries, because I was around people who didn't understand that, like, I didn't know what to drink anymore. So every time, like even now, sometimes there's some people, like I go places and they're like, oh, have one, oh, drink one, you know, like, yeah, I might drink a glass of red wine, but I still say no, because it's not good for me. I made that decision. If you don't respect it, then I have to be able to say no. But because in the beginning I was irritated, you know, in the beginning I'll be like, why don't they understand? I said I cannot drink, and I'll get upset about it. And I could feel that was ruining my peace, and I'll be telling Jan, if I go there and then they start keep on saying like I need to drink, then I'm gonna go. But now it's just very simple. Like I say no, I'm not going to drink, and you know, and they can say, oh, and I just no, thank you, I'm not going to drink. And I think the more you say it, people are going to respect it, and then they will leave you alone. But if you're going places and people are not respecting, if you're a younger woman and you're going to, for example, party, like my daughter, she don't drink like, also, you know, she don't drink like that, and she always felt like people were like pressuring her, like they were telling her like, oh, she's a Lucis Loca, and they call it in Danish, like you take out the light of the party, you know. And she was like, but I can have fun without drinking. But she's strong, and she was able to say no. Imagine a younger girl, a younger woman who is not able to stand on her feet and say, no, I am not going to drink. And people are forcing you, people are like pushing you, people are telling you, like making you feel bad, you know. And I really like that about her. Like she's stubborn, she's like her mom, but that stubbornness is good sometimes. I think another thing, like how I protect my inner peace, also like removing toxic people in my life. I've been talking about like letting go of friends who are toxic, or maybe friends who I felt like it was a one-way street, friends who I felt like this is not healthy. And sometimes it's not about like I think I read a quote, I can't remember what he said, but he said something like sometimes you remove people from your life, but like without saying it. I think you just slowly like cutting out, I don't know, maybe you cut out the contact. You don't cut them off like you go and say, oh, now I'm cutting you off. But slowly by slowly, I think you remove yourself slowly by slowly without making a big deal out of it, or without making a big fight out of it. And some people will say, Millie, that is wrong. You should tell somebody why you're cutting them out. I think sometimes if people are doing things, it's going to be difficult for you to come and tell them and change their behavior. I think people have been doing this behavior for a long time. If people can't see what they're doing is wrong, because sometimes it depends on what the people have done. If somebody is doing something and you're like, that is so wrong, how could somebody do that? If they can't see that, then no, I'm not about to go and start teaching grown-up people how to behave. So I think also like another thing, when you're on social media like I am, especially here on YouTube, people can come with really, really bad comments, guys. Oh, you can't believe the things people say. Somebody came and said like I should not wear head wraps because they don't suit me very well. Somebody could and say something about my teeth. I know I don't have perfect teeth. I've never said I have perfect teeth, but not having perfect teeth is never gonna stop me from smiling. But she said like I have enough money. I should go fix my teeth. Can you imagine somebody sitting on the computer and writing like you have enough money? How would you know like I have enough money? So and people coming and correct me because I sometimes my English, I say things and I don't try to be perfect. I don't try to speak English like in the right way or like American or British. No, I speak the English I learned, and because of living in Denmark, I've lived in Denmark half of my life. I came here like a 20-year-old girl, and I'm turning 50 next year. So half of my life I've been living in Denmark, and I use more Danish than I use English. I use my English here, guys, when I'm talking to you, but most of the time I use Danish. So sometimes like I forget the words in English, and sometimes I'll forget the words in Danish, and I also have my own mother tongue, so. But people come here and they're like, some guy came here and said like, oh, it's not called like cloth, and he spelled it like KLOTH. That's the way I say cloth or something. I don't know what he was talking about, So protecting my peace. Sometimes people go fight with this kind of people and be like, how dare you say that, get off my channel. No, sometimes I tell, I hope you have a nice day. I hope whatever is going on in your life, you get better, because coming and making such a comment to another person, something bad must be happening in your life. And if I don't say that, I just block them. Guys, I just block them. I don't need to go fight with people because all my pressure is going to go up. No, I'm protecting my peace. If you're coming on my channel is about positivity. My channel is about I don't do so much provocative videos. I don't talk a lot about things that are very provoking people. My channel, I do vlogs, life in Denmark, nice things, and I don't want people to come, but people are always there. There are people who are born like that. They're miserable in their life, and they're going to come and be negative, even if you've not done anything to them. But you're not going to come and dim my lights on my channel. You're not going to come and dim my light in my life. You're coming and talking about my looks and my teeth. Yeah, I think this lady was talking about my teeth, thinking that's going to make me so mad. I'm going to be maybe getting off YouTube. Honey, no, I know how my teeth looks, but you're not going to stop me from smiling. And that's the thing people say here. I laugh a lot, and I'm going to be still laughing even if I have one teeth left. All right, thank you. So yeah, because also like it's not about even like blocking people who are like that, but also like sometimes I'm following people and I feel like sometimes I've been following somebody and they were doing like good videos, and all of a sudden they become toxic, they like those kind of people who are talking like, all men are like this, oh, don't get married, oh, don't have children, oh, men this, men that, or maybe people who are talking about, oh, all Danish are like this, oh, in Denmark, because I made a video about how racism in Denmark, and now people think like, I never said the all Danish people are racist, you know. We Africans, I feel like we Africans, we have it much better here compared to other Africans in other countries. But people always come there in the comments and want to make it like me to go that in the negative way. No, 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 no. So if I'm following somebody and I see like, oh, they used to be talking about this and now you're becoming toxic, I just unfollow. You know, I just unfollow. For me, it's like putting my blood pressure go up. No. And I think the same thing with family. People feel like, I see this sentence like people in, I not say in Africa, but like Ugandan, my Ugandan people, some of them, they're like, a mother is always a mother. Can you imagine people like, parents are always parents? So it's like in our culture, we have not learned to tell our parents what you're doing is wrong, because parents are always right. In my country, you cannot talk back to your parents. You cannot tell your parents even if they're doing something wrong, because parents are always parents. You're going to have you are the child, and you just have to live with it like that, you know. I know some of you, my Ugandan followers, let me know what you think. Are you also feeling like that, like your parent can do anything, you know, can disrespect you, do whatever they want, and do a child, you know, you can't say anything? No, 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 I'm not like that. If my parents were living, if my mother was living and they do something, I think I would say like, I think that's kind of not nice. But we're not allowed to do that. My daughter will tell me if I do something wrong, and I will not be mad. I'll be like, no, okay. If she sees me doing something wrong, she should be able to tell me. She should not be like having like so much respect for me that she can't tell me when I'm wrong. No, she should be able to tell me when I'm wrong. So this kind of like toxic relationships, you know, like if your family and all that, and then you have to stay in it, and you have no peace, you know, because, oh, they're my family, I cannot do anything. They're my family, I cannot say anything to them, so let me suffer in silence. Not here. Another way like I protect my peace is realizing that I cannot control like external expectations, you know. I cannot control what people talk about me. I cannot control what people think about me. And I think that's why there comes this whole thing of like, I don't care, you know. Because if I care so much about what people think about me, if I care about so much, if I worry so much about like, oh, what they're gonna say about me, oh, they might be talking about me, then I cannot have peace. Then I'm worried, you know. So for me, it also again comes down like, if you want to protect your peace, if you have to have peace in your mind, you also have to learn how to not care so much about other people's opinions. You have to stop thinking so much about what people are talking about, because people are going to talk about you if you want it or not. You cannot control what they're going to do, but you can control how you feel, you know. You can control how you feel. People can only make you feel the way you feel if you let them. If somebody come and talk about my ugly teeth, if somebody come and talk about, say like I'm ugly or something, I can only feel ugly if I let myself feel it, you know. I don't know if you understand what I mean. If somebody come and like somebody came and told me like, oh, I should go fix my teeth. If I took that to mind, I'll be like, oh my goodness, I cannot be even on YouTube anymore. Now I'm even talking about it. Some of you who had never noticed my unperfect teeth, you're going to notice. So I'll be like, oh my goodness, I have to hold on my mouth. I should not smile anymore, you know. Or maybe I should go find so much money and I go get my teeth fixed and stuff like that. No, I was like, I'm beautiful. I'm kind. I'm a nice person. I love to smile. And lady, I'm just going to block you out of my life. I don't want to think about that anymore. I did not let what she said affect me. Maybe that might have affected me that for a few seconds, but I removed her. I forgot about her, and I didn't let that affect me. So, yes, somebody cannot make you feel the way you feel if you don't let them. You know, I don't know if you guys understand what I mean. I think it all comes down to like, if you're loving yourself and you're strong and you have self-esteem, somebody cannot come and tell you like otherwise, you know. And I think also finding inner peace for me has been like accepting like I don't know, people said we should not say there's anything called aging gracefully, but also accepting like I'm aging, I'm not going to look younger. Yesterday I was trying on my trousers and I got kind of sad because I couldn't fit those trousers. I decided from now on I'm not going to be buying these trousers that are called medium or small, you know, because I'm just going to buy trousers that fit me. I'm not going to look at the labels. So I don't want to be worried, go in the shop and then be like, I'm looking for medium or small, because I'm always wearing small or medium. No, they're not going to fit. I'm going to try them on. They're not going to fit. I'm just going to be upset and ruin my piece. So I'm going to try on trousers that fit me without looking at the label. So accepting that I'm aging, accepting things are not going to be the way they used to be. That's how I also protect my peace. Okay. I also think like not taking everything to heart, because a lot of things happen on our daily basis, and if you take everything to heart, like living in a country that where you're a minority, yeah, things will happen, and a lot of things sometimes happen even at my work, and sometimes I go in that thing like, does it have something to do with my color? Is it because I'm black? You know, those thoughts always come to me. But if these thoughts were very strong, if I took them very strong to my heart, I wouldn't be working in these places, you know. I'll be like sick, you know. But I don't take these things to heart, because sometimes I also reflect that do I really think it was because of my color, you know, or was it something else? And if I really think it was because of my color, I'll go and address that. But if I think maybe I'm misunderstanding something, I leave it. And maybe it was something to do with my color. But if I'm not sure, I just leave it alone and I keep my peace. I am not going to go out there and be fighting all the small fights. If somebody come and crosses my line, sometimes I'll react. Sometimes I'll just, if somebody looks like they're drunk or something, no, I'm not going to be fighting with a drunk person. But if I see something is a lady, she's normal lady, she's standing there, she's trying to cross me the line, I'm just going to say, excuse me, I was standing here first and they're going to take me first, you know, very nicely and not fighting. But I have to choose. If I see somebody looks like a homeless, or they're drunk, or they look like the wires are not there, I'm not going to confront that. So you also have protect your peace in a way that you don't go fighting, you know, you don't go causing trouble that will ruin your peace anyway. Okay. So for me, I really like encourage people to look into this, protecting your peace. And I know many people disagree with the whole thing of like if friends, letting go friends, especially in our age, because it's so difficult to, somebody made a comment, say, it's so difficult to make friends, so I'll not like let my friends go. But I'm like, well, you're not in our position, you're not in my position, you're not in other person's position to know what kind of friend we are letting go, you know. So you cannot come and generalize. People just don't leave friends just to leave them, you know. There has to be a reason. So guys, let me know, guys, how do you protect your peace? Do you agree or do you disagree with me? And yeah, leave a comment, and you might have a way you protect your peace that I can learn from, or other people can learn from. So leave it in the comment, guys. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope the light is not bad. I'm always moving around to find light. We have big windows, but sometimes they like give too much light, and yeah, and the sun is shining outside. As you can see, I'm smiling. I've been moody today, and a little bit of sun comes out and I smile a little bit. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Maybe vlogs will be coming, you know. I'm always mixing it up, vlogs and sit down videos. That's how it's gonna be on this video. So thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Mwah! Bye.